The movie we're going to discuss today is called Plebs, Soldiers of Rome. It's a follow-up movie to the show Plebs, but doesn't require knowledge of the show to understand the film. Plebs, Soldiers of Rome, or Pisor as it will now be known, is a comedy with an action-adventure aesthetic. It follows 4 Roman civilians as they join the Roman military during peace times in hopes of an easy job. When a northern nation attacks, the 4 are called to war alongside their legion and are forced to fight to survive. Watch as 4 unlucky protagonists are dragged kicking and screaming through a ton of mildly funny situations. Hello and welcome to my channel. Here I review new movies and television shows and try to release a new review every day from Monday to Friday. Pisor is today's film. It was written and directed by Sam Leifer and co-written by Tom Basden. It stars John Pointing, Tom Rosenthal, and Ryan Sampson. The movie sets out to make you laugh and it takes you along on a journey, but the story comes second to the jokes, and it shows early on in the film. There are no consequences, and there isn't a sense of danger. The jokes come in a wide variety of styles, with each new character introducing a new dynamic to have fun with. Some of them work better than others, and some of them don't work at all. The 4 main characters that the film centers around are one-dimensional gag characters. There's the cowardly, fast-talking, straight man, Marcus, the insatiable idiot Grumio, Jason the sex-starved frat boy, and Aurelius, the creepy guy that desperately wants friends. Each of them has a limited range of humor, and each of them got old quickly. They're kind of obnoxious people, and it's hard to care about any of their fates. They try to offer a bit of emotion at times, but the feelings often fall flat. The film is at its best when it's playing heavily into the action-adventure elements. It uses those moments to do callbacks and visual gags, and these scenes work a lot better than the ones with the lead standing around cracking jokes. For example, there's a scene during the training session where a line gets yelled at Marcus in a mocking tone. Later, the same line is used by Grumio to save his life. It's a neat little callback and it made for a good laugh. Another great scene is watching Jason try to tell the compass direction from some water flowing downhill, only for the camera to pull back, revealing Grumio peeing on the trees behind him. When it's not making light of the situation, the film spends a lot of time with the 4 leads discussing and making the same 5 jokes ad nauseum. The cast does their best, but no one really stands out as anything more than a well-done gag character. The film doesn't give anyone but Marcus and Grumio any emotional work to do, and it has both of them do that emotional work within the framework of their gag character. It doesn't work very well. The film also spends a lot of time hopping around from location to location. It never spends more than 5 minutes anywhere, and each location is left abandoned and never revisited. It gives the film an unpredictable feeling. But then when you arrive at each location, it's just the 4 leads making the same types of jokes in a new setting. It feels formulaic and highly predictable, even if you're not quite sure where the story is going overall. Coupled with the fact that there's no real sense of danger, the film's story doesn't have any weight to it, and it's almost impossible to become invested in it. The production quality is fairly good, the camera work is smooth, and the action is standard Hollywood-style action. People swing their swords and cut down an enemy with each swing. It's fun and entertaining. It's also accompanied by a halfway decent soundtrack made up of instrumentals and boilerplate tracks. They use reggae beats over their montages, generic fantasy and battle music for their adventuring scenes, and a few mood-setting tracks here and there. It's all well chosen and effectively amplifies the emotions in any given scene. None of it is overly memorable, but the soundtrack works well for the movie. Pisor is a fun and light film, but it's definitely got a specific audience in mind. The kind of person who likes this style of humor will probably love this movie, but anyone that finds the frat boy style of humor to be annoying or juvenile will definitely not. It's well produced and it has some decent moments, but it's definitely more of a one-time thing when you're in the mood for something light. 6 out of 10.